In a high-stakes showdown in the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors enter Game 5 with their season hanging by a thread, hoping for a miracle that would extend their playoff lives. All eyes were on Stephen Curry, the heart and soul of this franchise, who, sidelined with a hamstring injury since Game 1, could only watch from the sidelines. But any hopes of a resurrection were swiftly and ruthlessly dashed by Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, who played with the urgency and swagger of a team not just trying to survive, but aiming to conquer. Edwards didn't just play basketball. He orchestrated a demolition with a performance that echoed the dominance of Kevin Garnett in his prime. Edwards carved his name deeper into Timberwolves history, becoming just the second player in franchise lore to eclipse 1,000 career playoff points. But it wasn't just the scoring. Edwards elevated everyone around him, tallying a career playoff high 12 assists, showcasing a maturity and floor command that speaks to his evolution into a true superstar. He wasn't just scoring. He was controlling the entire pace and shape of the game. The Timberwolves executed with clinical precision, racking up 20 assists in the first half alone and building a commanding 15-point lead by halftime. Their movement, cohesion, and trust in one another was a sight to behold, an antithesis to the disjointed, desperate effort from Golden State. While the Warriors made a small push in the fourth, trimming the lead to single digits. Every time there was a flicker of hope, Anthony Edwards was there to smother it. Whether pulling up with confidence or threading perfect passes, he was the answer to every Warriors question. His impact extended beyond the stat sheet. He brought poise, grit, and a relentless drive that this Timberwolves squad is now feeding off of. On the other end, Jimmy Butler, brought in to be a stabilizing force in Curry's absence, failed to deliver in the most crucial moment. In a game that demanded alpha energy, Butler managed just 11 field goal attempts, a shocking number considering the stakes and expectations. This isn't just about missed shots. It's about the glaring absence of aggression, of will. Butler is expected to be the closer, the enforcer, the man who carries the load when your superstar is sidelined. Instead, he faded into the background, a bystander in a game that needed a hero. In a league that reveres high-usage, high-impact players under bright lights, Butler's passivity was glaring. It begs the question, when the Warriors needed someone to hold the line for just one game, why didn't Jimmy step into that void? The contrast in philosophies, in preparation, and in execution couldn't have been more evident. Minnesota played like a team that knew exactly who it was. Golden State looked like a team searching for answers in a book that had already been closed. With Draymond Green as their biggest presence in the paint, the Warriors were simply too small and too slow to compete in today's NBA, where length, athleticism, and physicality dominate. Minnesota took advantage of this discrepancy at every turn. And while Butler did manage 11 free throw attempts, his ability to impact the game was systematically muted by the length and switchability of defenders like Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and the ever-present Rudy Gobert. This loss may signal more than just the end of a playoff run. It could be the closing chapter of a Warriors era. Golden State, without Curry, felt like a relic from a past age. This version of the roster, full of limitations and with aging stars shouldering too much weight, feels ill-equipped to compete in a Western Conference that is only getting younger, faster, and stronger. The narrative of Jimmy Butler as the perfect Robin to Curry's Batman now feels like a miscast role. Because when Batman is gone, Robin doesn't save the city. He waits to be rescued. Butler needed to flip that narrative, and he didn't. It's impossible not to wonder if this was Steph Curry's last real shot at contending. The dream of one final title run, the romantic vision of a team catching lightning in a bottle, those ideas now seem distant, fading. And if the Warriors want to resurface as contenders, it will take more than just getting Curry healthy again. It'll take a bold front office move, a significant roster overhaul, and perhaps the addition of another superstar. Giannis Antetokounmpo's name continues to float in rumors, but until such a seismic trade occurs, Golden State is back to being what was pre-dynasty, an aging team with holes too big to plug by heart alone. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves are no longer the team of tomorrow. They are the team of now. Edwards is ascending rapidly, and with supporting cast that is clicking on all cylinders, they look every bit the Western Conference powerhouse. This team is no longer satisfied with just making noise. They want to win it all. The Warriors, on the other hand, find themselves staring into an uncertain future. The dream may not be dead, but for now, it's very much on life support.